Alright guys, welcome back to class. In this section, like I said, we are going to be building our depreciation schedule, and in the previous section we are able to see how we build our loan schedule and our equity schedule, right? And we saw the reason. We also showed us or told us why here there is no value here, right? Told us the reason. So if you have not watched those previous videos again, please kindly go back and watch the video so that you can catch up with what we are doing on this channel or in this particular series. Our model is built on series basis, right? We build models specific to either business or industry standards, right? So we don't just build model because we want to build model, we want to educate people. We make it specific so that people can know, okay, this model is particularly for this kind of business, and this model is particularly for this kind of, and we try to give you reasons why we build our model, or reason behind every numbers in each of the model, right? So if you watch our model carefully, if you watch, this is the second series of our modeling class. We are still coming up with others, especially if you are interested in, if you are interested or you are into fintech. We are building models that are going to answer questions in fintech and how to generate how their revenue is determined, right? So just stick to this channel and you will get to know all of that. So in this section, like I said, we are going to be building the last part of the schedule, which is now the depreciation schedule. So first of all, we are going to start with our business assets. We're going to start with our business assets, right? We're going to start with our business assets. Just go this one. I think I need to do something here. Let's copy this. Depreciation. Schedule. Right. So this is the depreciation schedule we have. We're going to start with our business asset. We have the furniture. This, like I said, we're going to change this to delivery truck. Now this is delivery truck. So what are those assets? We're going to bring them in. So equal to, go to your input. What we have this. We have what again? We have this. We have what? We have bring them in. Remember, it's a model. Let's just bring them in. Let's just bring them in. Right. So this is link. This is link. Right. So we have this. We have them like this. So what next? Let's add them up. Get the total. We have this, and then we have this. So this is it. Right, so this is what we have, right? So this is capex. Now what is our asset here? When you come down here, we have our total asset. You just link it in, just link it in, just link it in. So link this. Then what is our asset maintenance? I have explained what asset maintenance is in the previous section, which is when we are building our assumptions. So if you have not watched that, go back to our assumptions and start from there, right? So that you catch up with what we are doing. So our asset maintenance is this. Okay, so we have this, format this to be this. So remember, our beginning balance is always going to be what? The ending balance of the previous year. Then we have this should be the summation of what? Summation of the opening balance and the current balance, then minus what? Minus our depreciation, right? So when you do that, you can just fill that in. Right, so here we are going to format it. We're going to give it a link style. Then we're going to put it what? We're going to give it our multiple style, right? So this is it, our asset maintenance. Now we're going to now calculate what we're going to now link our new asset. So it is just simple, you just do something like this. But if we do that, we have not taken care of what we have not taken care of the asset maintenance rate, right? The provision we made for the asset maintenance. So how do we now take care of this? How do we take care of this one? So what we are going to do now, we are going to say, okay, the total asset, our business asset, we're going to say plus, sorry, multiply by open bracket what any previous depreciation we have, then plus what, plus the maintainable capex, that's the asset maintenance rate, right? We just do it and we just enter. We have this value. Sorry, the multiplication is supposed to come, this is plus, the multiplication is supposed to come here, right? So let me repeat myself. Now to integrate or to incorporate our asset maintenance, what we need to do is to say equal to this value plus open bracket any previous depreciation, then multiply it by what, the asset maintenance rate ratio which was provided, then press enter. We have this value, right? So you can click and drag it to fill it in, right? So here we are going to calculate our depreciation. When we are done calculating it, that's when we are going to get the value that we enter these places. Now, so let's go ahead and do our depreciation. Okay, so our depreciation is going to take a waterfall style. We are using a waterfall depreciation style. So what are we going to start with? We're going to start with by bringing in our what, our asset useful life. So our asset useful life is 5 years. Our asset useful life is 5 years. So I can just go ahead and put this on absolute referencing, then link this, apply the link style. Why I put it on absolute referencing is just for me to be able to apply it to the whole of the sheet. So right, so the next thing we are going to do is the year, right? So the year is going to be what, we're just going to link this. So this is our year, fill it in, and we're going to put it in general style. To remove that, put it in general, so we have this. So what do we do next? Can see this is it, this is year, this is the waterfall depreciation style. So the next thing we're going to do is to bring down the year to the row section. We're going to say, in this case, what I'm going to do, we have 5 years. I'll just say equals to how many years we have here. This is year. So 1 2 3 4 5 equals to transpose the whole of this value, the whole of this. So you have transposed it right here. So you transpose it, just format this and put it back to your general style. Right, we have this, then this you can bold and align this to the right. I have this. Now the next thing we're going to now see is bringing in our, we're going to see now to bring in our asset, our total asset value, right? Normally I'm supposed to use transpose to get all these items right here, but anytime I do that, my Excel tends to break. So that is why I decided to just be linking them one after the other. So we're going to bring in our what, we're going to bring in our asset, which is this. Okay, we're going to bring in our asset, which is this here. So when we do that, let me try and see if my Excel have actually gotten sense. Let's say this is entire this column, just say transpose whatever value that is here, right? Okay, let's see if it works. Yeah, I think I need to shift this. I think I need to shift this entire items here. I need to shift them. I also need to shift this here. Right? You know why? Because this is where my calculation is going to start from. This is our base year, our base period. So let's go ahead and see. We have what? We have this. We're going to now say, okay, this value divided by the what? Divided by 5, which is the period, right? So this is going to be equal to this divided by what? Divided by 5, right? So when you press enter, you have this value. Now, when you have this value now, if I drag, click and drag this, it's not going to give me the same thing. You know why? Because it's taking reference from this, but I want it to take reference actually from where? To always take reference from to always take reference from where? To always take reference from the base year, which is this. So we're going to now log the row and log the row on the amount and log the column on the what? On the year. So log the row on the amount and log the column on the year. So what we're going to do now is, okay, equal to this. Put the dollar sign in at the back of the column number and log the row in front. Right? So log the row. You have this, then you can click and drag forward. It will give you the same value. And what you're going to do is copy this and paste here. Right? Copy this and paste here. The reason why there's no value in it because we don't have any value here yet, right? But when we have value there, it will fill up immediately. So copy this to paste here and drag it here. Copy this, paste it here and drag it here. Then finally copy this, the last here, and paste it here. So you have this. Now what is your total depreciation? The total depreciation is going to be odd h going to be odd equals to, I mean, the whole of this, enter. Right, then you can now link it to this place. Let's see if it works, because I don't know what is wrong. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. I don't know what is wrong with this Excel, but no problem, we're going to fix that. So instead of doing this, I'll just go ahead and say equal to, I'll just put this, right, then go back here, put this, go back here, put this, go back here, put this, go back here, and then put this, right? So this is the problem. That was the problem I faced, and I decided to start using it this way. All right, we have, this is going to be our total depreciation. Total depreciation. Total depreciation. So after calculating our total depreciation, then we can now start integrating all this into our what? Into our model. Right. Total depreciation. So this is our total depreciation. You can go ahead and format this, and you can go ahead and format this. Let's say I want this to be, I want it to carry this what is, where is that, our underline. Then here I also want it to have this right border, right? So you can see this is it. Now this is a waterfall depreciation style. Now if you have this, if you fill this in, you can see everything becomes automatic. You can see the whole of the depreciation, the whole of the schedule is now filled. So this is our depreciation schedule, which is our last schedule. The next thing we are going to do is to start integrating all this in our model, right? So let me just do a quick recap again on that before we move into the next section. Now you can see how we started off by building our calculations. Now the entire model started by building the model assumptions, which is now the input. You can call this assumptions or input, it's still the same thing, right? Or those are the model drivers. So the entire model drivers are the inputs and everything. So each of these drivers are either going to, each of these driver is either revenue or is cost. So this is how we started. We started by building these assumptions. we proceeded into building our calculations, and we see how we integrated all the assumptions we have made into building this model. And it is very, very important for you to know that if your model is not following a chronological order, just like I did here, it will actually be a kind of burden to you, especially when you are trying to troubleshoot a particular error, right? So it is important that when you are done with your model, you do your due diligence and see whether your formulas are working correctly, or whether you're taking reference from the right places, right? Whether you're taking reference from the right place. And another way to do it is to actually go to the formula tab and turn on what the trace precedent, right? You can see how the model starts. The model starts from here. This this result we have here start from this place, then applies to this, the same thing. So once you get it, you can see that everything is the same, right? So you look at it, you do your due diligence and look at how your model is looking and how your model is applying. And if you don't get these things right, you end up using the same model you think you spend a lot of times to build, to make bad business decisions. So it's very, very important you pay attention to your model, right? So do your due diligence on it, check your formula, check your linking, and that is why you need to be doing these things in one place. If you are inputting values, if those hard coded values, or those your research you made, use the input section to enter all those. Every other thing should take reference from there. Then it will be easy for you to trace back and see where a problem is coming from, right? So if you look at it, we are now done with the entire model. We are done with building the entire calculations, right? The next thing we are going to do is to now look at how to integrate all this into our financial statement, starting with the income statement. Right? We're going to start with the income statement. So in the next section, when we return back, that is what we are going to be doing. And again, if you have not subscribed to this channel, this is another opportunity for you to just give us a thumb up, like and subscribe to this channel, because like you see, we are giving you, we are impacting to you the knowledge that you pay thousands of naira and dollars just to learn. I remember when I learned financial modeling, I had to pay, it is online, just for 3 weeks. Just for 3 weeks, I have to pay 150,000 naira to get this knowledge. So if you are getting this knowledge for free, then thanks to God that you're getting it for free on this channel. Please, the only price you need to pay right now is to give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe to this YouTube channel to help the YouTube channel. But that's the only price you are paying. Nobody is asking you to dip hand into your pocket and bring out money to pay me. No, just like and subscribe to this channel. For the file, I will keep on saying, if you need the file, just comment on the comment section, say I need the file, and I'll tell you how to get the file for your practice. Okay, then again, thank you very much, and see you in the next section.